Good morning. It's the Call Flow Radio Show, and you're on the air.
Yes, it is the Call Flow Radio Show. Right here. WFL. What's that?
Flow? Call Flow?
Call Flow. Not Flow from whatever that commercial is.
You said something last week. You said the Claw Flow. What is it? Claw? Do you remember this?
Are you hungry for fruit? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay.
Negative.
Okay. 434-394-0924 is the number if you'd like to partake. Are you too low in the mix?
I think I might be a tad.
Well, I didn't put it there.
Okay. Well.
Is the problem.
Interesting.
Yeah, we got to have you all the way up. There we go.
No, you don't have to.
No, we do. Oh, we do.
All
and
right.
we will.
Okay, John.
You're
all right.
on the verge of...
I take it you had a good day yesterday?
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic?
That was a great day. It was a great day to be alive.
Yeah.
And smell nature and whatnot. Yeah. And if you had a great day yesterday, and if you're having a great day today, you can call us and tell us all about it at 434-394-0924. And that's the way it goes.
Intriguing.
And that's the way the Dipsy Doodle works. Mm-hmm. So do you have anything to bring to the table? Otherwise, I'm going with something you love so much.
Meaning birthday, this day in history.
Right.
You know how I love all of those segments so much. What do I have something to bring to the table?
Mm-hmm. Other than silverware.
That's funny. John, I was I really don't have a specific event. I do have some news though.
News.
Yeah, some news to bring to the table. So you have to excuse me. I'm sorry, but
you're getting choked up about it.
Getting a little choked up.
Okay.
My grandmother, or I really call her my nonna, which means
I've heard you say this
grandmother
before.
in Italian. Right. So, anyways, my nonna will be coming down, from from Florida to Farmville within the upcoming weeks. So. I'm telling you this so people can pray for me and my. No, I'm kidding. But it,
Oh, he gave a funny.
Ha ha ha.
That was
okay,
good.
That's
that was
so
good. Funny.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. It's always, I love her. No matter what she says. Sometimes Sometimes she could be really mean.
What?
Mean.
Oh.
How grandmothers. I feel like grandmothers are supposed to be the nice kind of person in your family, the nice caring, being like, I made you cookies. Here's a plate of cookies. This woman.
So you want your grandma to be the grandma of those Bugs Bunny cartoons?
No, not at all. But
oh my!
I feel like that's how a lot of grandmothers act. I'm just saying, mine is she has a vengeance. You look in her eye, and she's like, how do I offend this person? That's the kind of vibe I get, which I love because I also come from a generation or a long line of pot stirrers, if you know what I mean.
I thought you were going somewhere else.
Sometimes it's fun to stir the pot in a joking sense,
right?
Nothing too serious. You don't want to drag out family skeletons, but just to kind of instigate. Sometimes it's just hey, so blah blah blah. I can't think of a great example.
Your grandma
right now.
Looks at you and goes,
"He's a very strange young man."
Exactly. That's actually my grandmother saying that. I don't know how you got that clip.
Well, I was at a family reunion or something.
Our
microphones were there.
Let me ask you this, John.
Yes.
At your family reunions, maybe I can figure out how to speak this morning by the end of the show. Reunions. At your family reunions, John.
Reunion, yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever is there ever any tension? Is there any family drama that
Only
ever
when your grandmother comes over. No, but
seriously though, you never had
tension at the reunion itself,
or tension between different parts of the family. Oh,
I'm sure there was,
but anything that is really did anybody ever throw?
The tension were those chocolate chip cookies or raisins in those cookies. There was that. That's where the tension.
That was the tension for you.
For me, yes.
Yeah, nobody else had that tension.
No, but
you had the sincere.
I took a bite out of a cookie thinking it was chocolate chip and it was raisin, and I've been forever broken ever since.
Yeah. And it was raisin, right?
It was raisin.
It was raisin.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
Which everyone knows I can't stand.
And who made that?
I don't know.
Okay. Wow. Interesting. So, but like, so you're saying like everybody in your family, at like not even a reunion. I'm not talking about a reunion, but like necessarily, but just like a get together or like a cookout. There was never any like drama between like people there, and and you had to figure out how to navigate that muddy water.
We didn't play Muddy Waters.
Okay.
It was other kind of music.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry. The wrong song would play and somebody would say,
I think I've had enough.
and then they would leave.
Yeah. Is that real? Or
Yeah, it's real.
So you'd never had any sort of like.
I don't recall any tension at an actual.
Nobody ever threw a glass. I feel like that's like a very common trope.
It must be where you're at. I don't
breaking
know.
a glass. That's very common.
Well, don't they do that at certain marriages and whatnot?
Yeah, they do. Yes. Yeah. So
did you do that?
No.
Oh. Are you going to be doing that?
They probably.
sometime soon?
Yeah, probably. I mean, sometime in my life, I'm sure.
Muzzle
Whether it's my wedding or
toss?
somebody else's wedding, I'm going to be throwing a glass somewhere. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
So I don't know. I just wanted to see if you had any fun stories.
A family reunion.
Of like family reunions gone wrong.
The only thing I know is that 1964 American
okay,
boxer
we're off
Muhammad
the
Ali,
subject,
known as at the time as Cassius Clay. Did you know that was his actual
Yes,
name?
I did. I did know that.
His mother named him Clay, so I'm going to call him Clay. Became the world heavyweight champion by knocking out Sonny Liston in not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, but 7 rounds in 1964.
Yeah.
So there you go.
If you're getting knocked out 7 rounds, maybe you should think about getting a different profession. Like,
You think that's too quick?
I think that's too much brain damage too quickly. Like, yeah. You turn out.
Mick.
Yeah. Poor Rocky. I mean,
Rocky, that was his only defense.
God knows how many times
Getting
he's
hit
been
in the
knocked
head.
out. Yeah. My head's the only thing that doesn't hurt now.
There's my, cuff and link, and my dog, Butkus, know.
What's the lady in the Rocky films who's like Rocky, but the female version of Rocky? She's like, how you doing, what's her name?
His wife?
Yes.
You don't know?
I can't think of her name in the movie. What's
Adrian.
Adrian. Sorry. Yeah.
I liked you better when you were carrying spit.
Yeah. Do you think Adrian ever like threw a few punches at Rocky? Like obviously you wouldn't show it in the movie, but like in that story, do you think Adrian would have took a couple of shots at Rocky? John?
I'm sure she did.
Yeah.
That might be what caused the real brain damage.
Probably. Yeah.
It looks like you went 18 rounds with a gorilla. What happened?
Adrian, beat me up, Nick. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. That's funny. That's funny. I'm not laughing, but I think that's funny that you did that. So I don't know if that's worth anything to you or not.
Oh, it's worth it.
Okay. All right.
You just being here is worth it.
Oh, wow, John. That's really nice. That's so nice that you said that.
I know it.
And you didn't have to.
That's why I'm here. To say the things I need to say.
I speak when it's my turn to speak.
Mm-hmm. 434-394-0924.
Adrian. Hey, John, have you ever been to Philadelphia?
No, I have not. Have you?
We definitely I've definitely driven through Philadelphia before.
Never stopped.
Not that I can
Didn't see anything.
Remember.
You hit the gas and kept going.
Yeah. But, there's something nice about, like, looking out a window and just being like, look at this terrible city.
For.
Yeah. It's for looking, not participating.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Makes sense. You never had a Philly cheesesteak?
You never had a Philly cheesesteak?
I'm asking you.
I've had Philly, not from Philly.
Oh, well, then it's not a true Philly cheesesteak.
That's incorrect.
Oh. Okay.
I'm just saying that's incorrect. But,
Okay.
You don't have to stop talking. Yeah.
Jersey Mikes aren't really from
Of
Jersey.
No. But I think they carry the spirit of Jersey subs,
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. This is awfully quiet, John. Do you want to...
What's quiet?
This room.
I thought you were going to, fill us full of laughter and
Oh, no,
cheer.
John, you started reading
Noah's
this day
here,
in history.
kids. You bring joy to all the masses.
That's right. Okay. What else happened in this day in history? Because I know you love doing that segment.
I do.
It's your favorite segment.
It is.
I wonder why.
Because it's the gift that keeps on giving. Depends on what you actually want me to bring up.
I don't know, John.
We could talk about Australian cricketer Don Bradman, but we have a
sounds
caller.
like a nightmare.
Sounds like a nightmare. All right, let's go to the phones. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning, John and Noah. How are you?
Allie, how you doing?
Allie, thank you for the birthday card.
I wondered if you got it. I called to wish you a happy early birthday.
Oh, well,
you won't be there Thursday.
You're right. I won't.
You won't?
Right. So I wonder.
No, actually, I will be.
No, the card. I wonder what you thought about what I wrote in there.
Oh, I loved it. Thank you. It was very. I enjoyed that very much. Thank you.
They're telling Noah it wasn't his cupcake. He couldn't have it.
Whoa.
So how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Not too bad. Be looking forward to better weather, that's for sure.
And actually, the sun was coming up earlier than here lately, so I enjoyed that as well.
I've been noticing that, too, already, and we don't change the clock for, another week or two?
Something like that, yeah.
2 weeks, so
But
that's a good thing.
Yeah, I'll take the 60-degree weather and the sun coming up sooner and going down later in the day. I'll take all of it.
Yeah, I take all of that, too. It's been a long, cold winter, if you want to...
Well, I guess we were due. We've had 2 mild ones back-to-back, and so I guess we were due for one.
Yep, you're right about that. All right, well, I just wanted to say happy birthday early and see if you got your funny card.
I did, and I was going to mention it. I was thinking of mentioning it on my actual birthday, but I don't know. We'll see. I was going to. Okay. That's what I was planning on doing.
When is Noah's birthday?
When is Noah's birthday?
That's sometime in November.
So you've already had it.
Yeah, I've already had it. Yeah, man. Yeah.
You got a long way to go to get a cupcake.
I know. I know.
All right. Well, I'm going to let y'all go.
All right. Take care, Allie. You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Allie Duty. And they did give me a birthday card. That was very sweet.
Yeah, that's very nice, John. Very nice.
I'm not advocating for more.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but
it was nice that they did that.
But if you did want to send John a birthday card, you can send that to 217 West 3rd Street, Suite 2 in Farmville. 23901 is the zip code for that.
If they weren't confused before, they are now. Suite 2, 3, 4, 2.
Yeah.
Suite 2. Too sweet. Suite 2. Suite 2, yeah.
No.
Not too sweet.
If you want to call up to, phone number to do that is 434-394-0924. John, back to you.
Oh, and what we were doing.
Yeah, what were we doing? This day in history, I think?
I forgot what we were doing.
I know. Let's have a spelling contest.
Cat. C-A-T.
Mm-hmm.
Now you go. All right, so... all right. I was going to bring up the Australian cricketer, Don Bradman, one of the greatest run scorers in the history.
Is this a oddity, or is this this day in history?
2001. He died at the age of 92.
Wow.
He was judged the greatest player of the 20th century.
Wow.
In cricket. There you go. Wasn't that more to your liking? And I heard this one on the Old Farmer's Almanac. British musician George Harrison, lead guitarist of the Beatles, one of the most important and influential bands in the history of rock and roll, was born on this day in 1943.
You have the same... I'm sorry. Never mind.
I have the same what?
No, I was going to say something that's totally incorrect.
Oh.
Your birthday's in November. I'm sorry.
It is.
Oh, my God.
That's why
No. Thursday, the 27th,
that's why
I meant
Allie
to say.
shouldn't have sent me the card. Because my birthday is in November.
Hey, John, look, I'm still working on my first cup of coffee. So
You're working on something. I don't know what it is. But
look, your birthday is this Thursday, right?
I believe so.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it falls on it.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
But this year we're going to change it to November.
All right. Okay. Take it easy, John. Take it easy.
Hold on to 48 as long as I can.
I wanted to see who you share a birthday with, like celebrity birthday wise.
I want to say a Clinton or something like that.
I'm looking at the list right now. Josh Groban.
Heard of him.
You should. I'm trying to find like a celebrity.
You mean Okay.
You know, I thought this was going to be more eventful, but I really...
There's not really, no.
No.
There's not.
There's really none.
Exactly.
All right. Well...
Now, don't you feel better about all that?
I thought it could be a fun, segment, but...
Chelsea Clinton. I knew it was a Clinton. I didn't know which one.
Bill Clinton.
Bill's daughter. Yes. So me and Chelsea. And Jay Wow.
Okay.
She was born 10 years after. Neil Sean, guitarist from Journey, has the same birthday as I do.
Well.
There you go. There's something, at least. Ralph Nader, your boy. Who else? Johnny Van Zant. So there's some people.
Okay.
There's people. It may not be the biggest name.
All right, John. So what else is happening for you today, sir?
Let's see. Birthdays in November.
Yeah. John, have you been out shopping recently?
Out shopping? No.
Because I was at the store picking up some grapes for consumption, and I thought I saw a guy that looked like you.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you didn't say anything to him?
No.
Oh, there's John. I'll just be quiet and let him walk by.
Exactly.
Well,
yeah.
that's good. Because if I'd have seen you, I would have said something along the lines of...
I sure am getting a belly full of you.
But fortunately, you didn't say anything.
Yeah.
You just let me walk away.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
All right, John. So, do you have any big plans for this year? Do you have any trips that you're planning on taking anywhere?
Not for a
East
while.
or West Coast? Okay.
No.
All right.
Not for a while. Not till maybe like October-ish.
I got October plans.
Yeah, October, but that's a ways off. I'll leave you about the time you're thinking of your birthday coming back around.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that?
Not really.
You don't?
No, that's great, John. That's great.
Okay, good.
Wow. John, we were talking about Superman the other day because I know that's the only thing I can really relate with, or you can relate with. We can both relate together.
Yeah.
You are going to see this movie in the theater?
I probably will. I'm not making yes, I'm going out there I'll probably go check it out.
Sure.
Regret it once I do. And I didn't go see Conclave. Did you see Conclave?
No, I did not.
Big winners here. Looks like Conclave cast celebrates big SAG Awards win. Do you watch the SAG Awards?
I don't really.
It's into SAG.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. John, what was the last movie you watched that came out within the past 10 years that you enjoyed? And I think I did ask you this question, but I don't think you had an answer. That's why I'm asking again. Do you have a movie that you have enjoyed?
Yeah, I liked Gone with the Wind. That was a good one.
I'm talking about that came out within the past 10 years.
Oh. Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. Still not in that time frame. No, I haven't actually. How about you? That's a better question for you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What's the last movie you saw that you really enjoyed?
Nosferatu.
That's the one that was based off of the old time vampire film.
Correct. Yeah. Which I've seen that also.
Now, is this based upon the movie being made, the original movie? Is that what this is?
Yes.
So give us a little synopsis of what
Nosferatu.
what the movie was about. Was it about the making of that original film?
No, it was a remake of.
It was just a remake.
Yeah, it was a remake of the classic vampire, story. So I watched the new one that came out, and then I watched the original one, and I got to say the original one is actually kind of funny. And because it was a silent film, so I feel like they had to act more with their body language. They have to be more animated, and so there was a scene in the original Nosferatu where the guy who was going to see the vampire is like reading this book or something, and it's about like vampires and like just like signs of somebody being a vampire or something like that. Anyways, like he's reading this book and he looks concerned on his face, and then he like starts smiling and he like throws the book at the ground and it bounces back up and he starts like smiling and like walking kind of like he's like, oh, that's nothing to worry about. I don't know. He was like reading this book about like vampires that was like very like concerning at first, and then he was like, oh, that's probably nothing, you know.
Right.
And so he like throws it, like the way he chucks it is one of the funniest things I've seen in a while. And I think it's from the like early 30s or late 20s.
Oh, that guy's brilliant. Calls every time.
Yeah, that guy.
Excellent. Yeah.
This guy right here. Okay.
Yeah. Have you seen the original Nosferatu?
No, just enough to know that it was a silent film, and I've just seen clips of it, but I've never watched it in its entirety.
Uh-huh.
No, have not.
Have you seen the original, like, Dracula?
You mean with Bram? I mean,
Bela Lugosi.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Just bits and pieces of it.
So you're not a fan of the vampire
No,
genre.
that's actually not true. I am.
You like the vampire.
I like Dracula.
Dracula
I like
as a character.
Character, yes. He was always my favorite.
Did you? They made a like a 70s or 80s Dracula, didn't they? With Billy Wilder, I think. Right?
That's not the one I was thinking of.
No. But
I was thinking of one that was done with Frank Langella or something like that. I can't think of the guy's name. But he played Skeletor in the He-Man movie that they made with Dolph Lundgren, which supposedly there's a new movie they're working out on that. I just saw some clips or some pictures taken on set of that.
Interesting.
They're going to make a He-Man live-action film. But unfortunately, they're going to kind of do the same thing because the money wasn't really there for the movie. They made a lot of the story on Earth as opposed to where He-Man is supposed to be actually from, which is Eternia, a distant planet, and the clips I saw look like he's on Earth again. So it looks like they haven't learned their lesson at all, and they're just going to tread down the same old path. But anyway, I digress.
Thank you for digressing.
I digress often.
We got to wake up pretty early in the morning.
To what?
What?
You said I go wake up pretty early in the morning.
Well, then you'd better wake up pretty early in the morning.
To what?
To if you want to fool me.
Well, I don't.
What if you did?
Well, why'd I have to wake up pretty early in the morning?
If you want to sneak one past me, bud.
What do you mean?
Does this sound
you better
familiar
wake up
to you
pretty
at all?
early in the morning.
To do what?
No.
If you want to outsmart me.
Outsmart you with what?
Well, it doesn't matter. I won't be outsmarted.
Well, I got no interest in outsmarting you.
Well, you got interest in being smart, and I'll tell you, you're cruising for a bruising.
There you go.
Is this from like Reno 911?
It said Letter Kenny, whatever that is. I don't know what that
Wow.
is. No, I don't know what that's from. But
Wow.
It just seemed kind of familiar.
Wow.
You thought it was from what? Reno 911? What?
Yeah.
I've never watched Reno 911.
Oh, well. There we go.
I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is. Was there anything else you wanted to say before?
I think we got to go to the bottom of the hour now, John. Yeah, I think we do.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Or fortunately, depending on how you look at it.
We'll find out. So we'll do the weather first. Is that okay with you? The weather, he's nodding his head. For those of you who do not have the visual, the weather is brought to you by Harold W. Collins and Grading, located at 2113 Cumberland Road, Farmville.
Harold W. Collins Clearing and Grading has been helping to build Southside and Central Virginia since 1960, providing all excavation, general contracting, and hauling needs. 5 miles north of Farmville, 2113 Cumberland Road, at the intersection of 45 and Range Tavern Road. Call 392-6010 or stop by Harold W. Collins Clearing and Grading.
And your weather for today, sunny, a high near 67. Tonight, mostly clear, a low around 37. Sunny Wednesday, high near 66. Mostly cloudy Wednesday night with a low around 47. And then we get rain again. Yay, 40% chance of rain on Thursday, a high near 67. Then Thursday night, 30% chance of Showers with a low around 38. And then back to being sunny on Friday, a high near 55. At least that's what it's saying right now. As far as what we have currently, we've got humidity at 67%. Winds are 8 miles per hour. Sunny skies here in Farmville. 44 here at WFLO AM 870. And your weather brought to you by Harold W. Collins and Grading. Call 434-392-6010. And the birthday calendar brought to you by Creative Electrical Contractors. If it is not right, we will make it right. Call 434-392-2802.
Creative Electrical Contractors specializes in commercial and industrial projects and offers quality work at competitive prices. CEC is a licensed Class A contractor in Virginia and North Carolina. Creative Electrical Contractors has been in business for 25 years, still committed to the values that were established when the company opened in 1998. Integrity, quality workmanship, and timely delivery. CEC, located at 1907 East 3rd Street, Farmville. You can contact CEC at 434-392-3802 or at creative-electrical.com.
And with those wonderful birthdays and possible anniversaries, I present to you none other than the legendary, the immortal, the next Wolfman Jack himself. I present to you Noah Massage. Take it away, Noah.
Oh, thanks, John.
Yes.
That was, I gotta say, that was a little much. That was a little much.
If you say so, Wolfman.
Okay, today is February 25th. Is that true?
According to my calculations.
Okay, wow. All right, so we have on the birthday calendar a very special birthday to Pastor John Flood. I'm not sure where he's pastoring, but he is pastoring somewhere. So,
the name like Flood,
or maybe Pastor is his first name, John is his middle, and Flood is his last. Like Pastor is his, or he's a pastor somewhere.
Right.
Okay.
Not in the pasture, though.
Yeah, pasture. Yeah. Okay. Also happening today, we have Mike Keir celebrating a birthday, Camden Strum, Holly King Morris, and we have 2 anniversaries, John.
All right.
Brandon and Brandy Roberts and Patricia and Lee Schnick.
There you go. How can they get those wonderful... Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
How do they get those wonderful names on?
They can call up 434-394-0924. That is the phone number to call in. If you have a birthday, you have something you want to talk about, something, anything like that, call that number. If you want to send birthdays to us, you can email it to birthdays@wflo.net, or you can go to our website. Under the On-Air Mentions tab, you can submit birthdays directly from our website. No need to pull up, email or anything like that to send birthdays now. So those are just a few ways to get birthdays to us, John. Back to you.
All right, let's see if we've got someone here that has a birthday. Good morning, you're on the air.
Good morning. I'd like to put a name on the birthday calendar for today.
Sure.
It's Deontay Lee.
Deontay Lee.
Of New Kent, from New Kent.
Okay, thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
You got that on there.
Thank you. Bye.
Deontay Lee celebrating birthday as well.
All right, and the birthday calendar brought to you by Creative Electrical Contractors. If it is not right, we will make it right. Call 434-392-2802. They're located 1907 East 3rd Street, Farmville. Now, how do you feel about that?
That was pretty good, John. That's pretty good.
Well, with the local celebrities being read, I've been holding on to this because I know this is right down your alley with the celebrity birthdays, the Hollyweird types. One of your, was this a hero of yours, I believe. It's an iconic comedian having a birthday today. You tapping on something wrong? He's blowing into his headphones, folks. I feel like I'm doing a golf announcing. He's tapping on his headphones.
You're coming in,
and he's ready,
very low,
to say something. Anyway,
does this have a point?
Yes. One of your heroes in the comedic world.
Is it Sarah Silverman?
No, it's better than that.
Okay,
but way better than that.
All right,
comedian. Are you ready now?
Yeah.
Celebrating today. Tuesday, the 25th of February, comedian, hold on to your hats, Carrot Top turned 60.
Carrot Top. Yeah.
Carrot Top. And here's your fun fact on Carrot Top. His real name is Scott Thompson.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I did hear that before.
You knew that?
Yeah.
What else do you know about him? Because you love him so much.
That he's a terrible comedian.
You don't like him?
Well, no, I not even that. He's doing his best. He's doing his thing. But I know a lot of people hate his act. But yeah. Who else is celebrating today, John?
I thought maybe you would be a little more.
No, I have nothing to say.
Enthusiastic about that.
What else could I say possibly about Carrot Top right now at this hour?
I don't know.
Yeah,
looks like you said everything that needed to be said.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
all right. Well, I get the celebrity.
Téa Leoni, is that where you're going?
Yeah, that's what it was.
I was going to help you with, because I know sometimes
run into any big words there, I'll be glad to pronounce them for you.
How old is Téa Leoni?
She turns 59, John. So
right.
that's about your age, I think. Appeared last year.
About 10 years older than I am.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad.
Good guess.
She appeared in last year in a episode of Only Murders in the Building with Steve Martin. Have not seen that show, but I have been meaning to check it out at some point.
And yesterday you said kneel down and bloomy. Kneel down and bloomy.
Yes, I did say that.
Now, really look at what that says.
Okay. That's so funny, yeah. I had a feeling like it was one of those, like, yeah. But, yeah, that's so great. Yep, excellent.
Sounds like a Carrot Top.
Yeah.
Makes me feel... your boy, actor Sean Astin.
Rudy.
You know him from that.
Yeah, of course.
Turns 54. I've never seen a Rudy.
Okay, wow. I don't know what to say. John.
That means I have taste. Fun fact, can be seen in the recently released film Love Hurts. Mm-hmm. You know what I know him from?
Lord of the Rings. I don't know.
No.
Okay.
Was he in that?
Yeah.
I didn't watch that either. No, he was in a movie Like Father, Like Son with Kirk Cameron and Dudley Moore. Father and son who switch places.
Oh.
And call Dr. Humbrish and let him know I'm sick. And so when they switch places, unfortunately for Dudley Moore's character, he's a doctor in the movie. Mm-hmm. And so when Kirk Cameron switches into Dudley Moore's body, Dudley Moore, the actor, is acting like he's younger than what he really is because he's supposed to be Kirk Cameron inside.
Oh.
So because Kirk Cameron, who is now Dudley Moore inside, he's telling his son, you're sick, you're not going into work, because he doesn't want his son fouling up his practice and all that sort of stuff. So he's staying home, and he's supposed to make this phone call to work saying he was going to be sick and not going. Mm-hmm. And he finally remembers to do it. And he's got a script that his son wrote out for him. So he's calling up, and he's going, hello, Deborah. It looks like I won't be coming in today because I got a bit of a temperature and acute case of and he starts to read it but he's talking normal, and he goes, an acute case of laryngitis. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then he acts like he's got the laryngitis. Mm-hmm. It's a funny scene. It's a good scene. It's good for the whole family.
No need to watch that now. You explain the whole thing.
You don't
in great detail.
Who else do you want to talk about? Anson Mount, is that the name? Turns 52.
We could do that.
Is that what it looks like to you? Another comedian. Do you know who Chelsea Handler is?
Yes.
Do you like Chelsea?
Handler? She's okay. I really haven't seen...
She turns 50, by the way.
Nice. I saw Rashida Jones is having a birthday, which I did not realize until much later in life that she's the daughter of Quincy Jones.
Did not know that either.
Did you actually not know that?
Mm-mm. Nope. We skipped over the fact that Chelsea, her fun fact was she hosted this year's Critics' Choice Awards.
Mm-hmm. Good for her.
And we skipped over Anson Mount, fun fact of set to return as Captain Pike for another season of Star Trek, Strange New Worlds. Are you a Trekkie by any chance? No. Not at all. Did you ever watch Star Trek? And if you did, which Trek did you watch?
Yeah, I've seen some bits and pieces of The Next Generation, and it's just that show is wacky. It's the best way I could put it. I'm not a Star Trek fan, though.
The original, you mean, is a wacky?
Yeah, The Next Generation,
the
TV
Next Generation.
show. Yeah.
Well, that was the one I remember watching coming up,
Mm-hmm.
because it was like late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the one I watched. So, there you go. Anybody else that floats your boat?
That's going to be it for me, John. If you want to...
Sally Jessy Raphael, do you know who that is?
Mm.
She used to be a talk show host.
Okay.
83 today. She kind of fell in the same category as... what was that guy's name with the glasses where the chairs would start flying? Geraldo, I guess, and people like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Back to the phones and see who our next caller is on the Call Flow radio show. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning, man.
Man. Yes.
Man. Yeah.
Man.
So,
man.
John,
Mm-hmm.
I have a question, John, since your birthday's coming up.
Okay.
How did they actually build the pyramids?
One stone at a time. They did it very carefully.
Oh, yes?
Yeah. Huh. We were better at making stuff back then, because the things built back then still last to this day. So they knew what they were doing.
Well, today, if they built stuff that lasted, could you imagine what our dumps would look like?
Our
nothing
dumps?
Decayed.
Yeah.
But I was going through the for some reason I ended up at Flow website.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Well, this is Noah's field of expertise.
Well, this is stupid, but I was wondering what would happen if the call letters were WMOE. I don't know why I thought that was funny. I'm probably the only one.
No, Noah snickered at it.
It's only funny when you say it to yourself.
I guess
so. I didn't.
I didn't catch what the call letters were.
WMOE?
Oh.
Like
yes.
Wummo. I don't know.
So they call Mo.
No.
Yes.
Call Mo Show.
WOOO, and we woo, woo, and we can have Ric Flair doing our ID for us. Woo!
Oh, my gosh.
That would be good.
But when I was on there, I saw you in a photo with Francis.
Talking to me, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
Francis,
I guess you worked with him at the old station.
Oh, I did. Yeah, Francis gave me my first shot when I was still in high school.
Okay.
So my senior year is when I first started at the original WFLO, and I was part-time, but he gave me my first shot.
And you graduated around here then?
I'm a Buckingham resident, so I graduated Buckingham High School.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was always like a roughly 30-minute trek out here to work, but I'd rather do that than bag groceries or anything else that was available at the time.
Okay.
And so that's kind of what I did part-time as a senior, and then I stayed with it, and eventually more hours were, brought my way, and because other people would leave that were there, and I found myself filling in those spots, and next thing I know, that's what I was doing most of the time. I was working at the radio station.
And then when they closed down, you just got another job somewhere, I would assume?
Well, when they closed down, I was aware that this was happening or going to happen, this bringing it back. So I didn't really – I worked part-time at another station in the meantime.
What station was that?
This other one.
Okay.
It's another one that plays songs.
Okay.
I mean,
sure.
If you want to bring it up, you can. I'm not going to be guilty.
I was genuinely curious, but
it's a station in walk's distance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So anyway.
Okay. Yeah.
And so I worked there part time, just so I wouldn't go crazy from just cabin fever. But I knew I didn't want to get involved in something permanent because I knew that there was a good potential for this to happen. So And so when there was the groundwork was being laid down for this, that's where I was focusing on, and that's where my attention was directed at. And Chris Brochon, who was originally also at the Old Flow, we started roughly about the same time, actually, at the Old Flow. He was originally in sales, and I was on air, and so I've known Chris for a long time, even when I wasn't working there. I worked there until about 2000, I guess, roughly, and then I got out of radio for about 3 years, and then got back into it and worked at another station closer to home for like 13 years, and then when that went under, I came back to Flow.
Huh.
Turned out they needed somebody, and Francis, I talked with him about it, and I came back, and I was with them until they went under. So I don't know if it's a good sign or not that I'm around. The stations seem to go under when I'm around.
Bad omen.
In marriages.
I get you. I haven't tried that yet. I haven't tried the marriage thing yet.
Oh man, that's funny.
So anyway, yeah. So that's pretty much my story.
Okay. Then just to be nosy, did you have to go to an advanced education to get like broadcasting or something?
Fortunately for me, no. The days of broadcast school and you having to do that mandatory to get your license, that played out years ago. My dad had to actually take a test to pass in order for him to get his radio license. And by the time
Really?
that was a thing back in the day. Matter of fact, Gene Ike, who used to work at the original Flow, he went to broadcast school, and Noah brought it up earlier, Wolfman Jack nonetheless.
I think you brought Wolfman Jack up earlier.
Well, yeah, but you brought it up yesterday, hence why I'm bringing it up now. Hence, and now. So anyway, they went to the same broadcast school together. So Henry and people like that would have had to have done that sort of thing. By the time I was coming up, you had to have one, but all you had to do to pass was pay for it.
Oh,
you had to pay for your license. Buy your license, and that was it. There was no test or anything like that. It was basically on-the-job training. You would learn by crashing and burning live on air. And so that was where the training came from. And now you don't even have to have a radio. Yeah. People like Noah, they don't even have to have that. So that's how much times have changed. You went from having to take a test to get one and to where you had to pay for it to now you don't even really need one.
So, Noah, did you go to a broadcasting?
I went to it's called the Staten Broadcasting for what was it called, John?
It was the broadcast school of, what was it again?
Staten. Okay, all right.
Staten Station?
No, I did not go to a broadcasting school. However, John Staten, veteran in the industry, showed me the ropes, and then he gave me the ropes, and then he was like, jump.
Uh-huh.
And
lean into the ropes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. I was just curious, just being nosy. That's all. But,
yeah, that's okay. What else you got going on?
Oh, there's these commercials. I guess they sell pills and they have people dancing around and all that. I guess you have noticed them on occasions. And then they either have in fine print or somebody quickly telling you all the side effects that will exist if you do take these pills.
Mm-hmm.
So I was wondering if they didn't have the pill name or even anything reference to medical grade, and they just said that, and then they put a pill next to it, and it's like, you want to take this pill? How many people would say yes?
Well, that's the thing that the disclaimer at the end of those commercials was always somebody speed reading, or they just sped up the voice. May cause drowniness, and all this other stuff.
Yeah, you'd think there'd be a law or something. Slow down and let us understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know what ailments we're going to get if we take it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
It would be like you could put a line of Coke next to it, and then have these things that and it would be, what are the stuff they're selling on television? And all the side effects. So.
I like how Noah's just kind of nodding his head.
I'm just sipping coffee,
The broadcast school has taught me not to say anything.
All right, Jen. Well, that was your broadcast school I went to.
Was it?
Yeah.
Keep your mouth shut.
That's what, literally, first day I came here, John was like, keep your mouth shut. Or I'll shut it for you.
Shut up or shutting up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good.
So that was a big thrill. First words on the radio.
Pretty much.
Don't worry, nobody's listening anyway.
I mean, that's the way I feel about it. You just kind of...
Just roll with the punches.
You just, to get to what's real.
Sure.
Lyrics from Jump by Van Halen. You got to roll with the punches to get to what's real.
Beautiful, John. That's like poetry.
I didn't write it. David Lee Roth wrote it. I had nothing to do with it. It is poetry.
Caller, were you are you interested in buying medication from the television?
Buying medication?
No, I sometimes you go in people's houses and they're like trophies of pride, where they just, I got to take all these today. And you're like, oh, my God.
They show off their medications?
Yeah, that's what,
yeah,
like my Nana does that, too.
Oh, really?
She's like, look at all these pills. I'm taking all these pills. What do you want? What do you want from me? Yeah. And then so I get her to sign blank checks so I can cash them. No, I'm kidding.
He's not kidding.
I'm dead kidding. That's how kidding I am. But that's a funny thought. It's a funny thought that I would never dare do. Obviously, come on.
You're right.
Unless if I'm really desperate here. No, I'm kidding.
Which you are. So.
No. That's all fun and games. But yeah, no. I know what you mean. Yeah, people are proud of like different things. Yeah, I was like hanging out with this one guy, and he like threw his coat on the ground when there's a coat hook like right in front of him, like it's on the wall. It's in eye range, and I was like, why don't you just hang up your coat? And he's like, I'm not fancy, I'm not fancy like that. So, but he was proud of not hanging up his coat, but throwing it on the ground. People, the things people are proud of kind of blow me away sometimes, Well,
I'll tell you, there are some sickos out there, aren't there?
Throwing coats?
Yeah.
Coat throwing.
Yeah. Do you know people like that, John, that are like I don't use coat hooks. I just throw my coat on the ground. But it's like a symbol of pride for them,
I guess.
Like how unconventional they are.
I just took it as being lazy, but...
No.
Okay. Prideful and throwing the coat. Okay.
Yeah.
And so what happens when they're wearing like their beat-all coat? Like, this is my ladies' coat, Yeah. I get the girls with this one, or...
I guess
time to hang it up.
I think they'd still throw it on the ground. It's a symbol of like, hey, I'm not like the others. Like it's a way to I'm assuming to be different, But it's also weirdly, they're weirdly proud of it, which is bizarre. But yeah.
Well, they do get a reaction, and then they do also get to be talked about on the air. So
exactly,
maybe they've accomplished.
Joe, if you're listening, no, I'm kidding. His name wasn't Joe.
Oh man. Okay. So.
Well, was there anything else? I guess.
Well, I did want to ask caller.
Go ahead.
You said you were checking out the new website. Was there anything else that you noticed or thought was pretty cool?
Well, this was the one where I wasn't going to a bunch of fancy places where it just gives a little bio about some of the. It was okay. It was kind of like small town.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what I like about the small towns. Just the little things that are not the norm.
He hates it. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh my gosh! There are some people that were just. John was in a lot of the stuff. He must be a picture hog or something.
What's that?
You were in a little bit of it, but no. I have never been to your what do they call it? The Farmville info website.
Oh.
You're breaking his heart.
Breaking my heart. I can't stand it.
Noah lives and breathes for that.
I don't think I have a system that can get to it.
Oh.
No.
That makes sense. No, that makes you feel better because he just doesn't have the means.
Okay.
Because he's not purposely avoiding it like the plague or anything like that. He just doesn't have the means.
I know. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, Noah made it.
Well, sir, thank you for calling in, and we'll hope to hear from you in the next. Well, tomorrow it'll be Noah and Chris, or Chris and Noah.
Oh, okay.
So there you go.
Well, thank you for that.
Oh,
and
you're welcome.
I don't think I will see you, so have a happy. I don't know why we say happy. DOB Day.
All
date
right.
of birth.
The date I was birthed. Yes. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that.
Yes. Be safe, guys.
All right. You take care. Have a good one.
All right. Bye.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Now, do you feel better?
First time caller.
First time. First time caller.
I realized something, John. The only gift I can give you for your birthday is the gift of me not being around.
The gift of silence?
Yeah. So I would. Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Like me not coming into work.
Well, you have to on my birthday.
I know, I do. But wouldn't that be the perfect gift where I'm not around so you don't have to, be bothered?
Oh, wasn't that funny? That was so funny. I'll tell you.
All right. Okay.
No.
Okay.
I'd miss you, Noah.
Oh, wow.
Because who would,
Yeah, who would?
Who would do these things? Because you do things I can't do. And that's why you're here.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm buttering you up right now.
Okay. Let's wrap this up. Let's get this done.
If you still want to, chime in, we still have some time. 434-394-0924 here on the Call Flow Radio Show. You want to call and berate me or Noah or whatever the case may be.
Berate? Yeah.
Berate.
Okay.
You like that word?
No, it's a classic.
Didn't, what do you mean it's a classic? What are you saying?
It's just a good word. It's good, It's like shyster, that's a classic word too.
Shyster?
Yeah.
That's usually associated with lawyers though, right?
Just anybody who's doing something schemy, John.
Schemy?
Yeah.
Oh, I know something you haven't brought up, and maybe there's a reason for it. Do you have a special?
Yes, I have a special, and I'll say it on the air right now. We should be posting about it later
Promoting.
today. Yeah.
Later today?
Posting about it, later today.
Okay.
For the Farmville Spotlight, we're actually going to have a guy named Noah Lehman, and he's got experience in, setting up stages for like bands and kind of like working behind the scenes. Not really like stagehands. He's done mixing before, so he's got a lot of interesting audio knowledge. So I'm happy to have him on the Farmville Spotlight. I think it should be a great episode. And that's what we got for that, John. We have like 30 seconds left. Do you have any?
That was a Noah Minute on WFLO AM 870. So how do you want to close out the show, Noah? With the time that you have allowed.
I don't have a way. Let's just goodbye.
Well, there you go.
All right. See you later, John.
You take care,
Happy
Noah.
early birthday.
Well, thank you, Noah. I'll see you then.